Welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Friday, August 30 spoilers for Days of Our Lives indicate that there will be some intriguing scenes throughout the weekend. First off, it seems that Gabi Hernandez Dimara will make an alluring offer to E.J. Dimara as part of her vengeance scheme against Stefan Dimara for his deceit and falsehoods. Though, as the proverb says, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, E.J. and Gabi have never been on the same page, particularly recently. Is it possible that E.J. and Gabi will flirt or at least hook up while pursuing their plan of retaliation against Stefan? Conversely, Ava Vitali, Tamara Braun, is fast coming up on Connie Valinsky's Julie Dove radar, according to DOL previews for this Friday's episode. Fans are aware that awful things happen to Salamites who cross the psychopath. Watchers of Days should brace themselves for a heated exchange in which Connie threatens Ava. The Mafia Princess could play this off, but underestimating Connie is the worst thing anybody could do. Ava may end herself chained in Connie's apartment next to Melinda Trask, Tina Wong, if the lady loses her cool. In relation to that, in Friday's episode, Melinda will wake up to the reality about Connie. Melinda is still alive and well, which is excellent news, but how long will it last? Will she be able to get out of the predicament she's in? The former district attorney of Salem has a sneaky streak, so let's hope she finds a way out. Lastly, when Jada Hunter, Elia Cantu, knocks on Stephanie Johnson's door, Abigail Klein's character is about to experience a tearful moment. Days teaser suggests that Everett Lynch, Blake Barris, will be the subject of Jada's visit. Since Stephanie was the only connection Everett had to a Salem family, it seems that Jada may pick up the late man's ashes since he had no living relatives. Days of Our Lives spoilers indicate that fans won't want to miss the Friday, August 30 episode, since it will have a lot of intriguing twists and turns in several storylines. For all the information you need about Days of Our Lives, check out CDL on a daily basis. It's your one-stop shop for the finest spoilers, predictions, news, and updates. Spoilers for Friday, August 30, 2024 on Days of Our Lives are here. Fans should anticipate that when false Abigail Dimara runs into Stefan Dimara, things will turn ugly in tomorrow's episode. Chad Dimara asks Stephanie Johnson for assistance. Gabi Hernandez Dimara and E.J. Dimara deal with reality. Johnny Dimara and Chanel Dupree Dimara feel uneasy. Additionally, Avi Carver confides in Kate Roberts Brady. Discover what will happen in the next Peacock soap opera episode by continuing to read. Days of Our Lives teasers. Abigail Dimara's nasty encounter the Friday, August 30 DOL teasers indicate that Stefan will cross paths with the phony Abigail once again. When Abigail and Stefan first met, things were cordial. Gabi, nevertheless, just revealed to Abigail what happened with Stefan all those years ago. Gabi revealed to Abigail that she couldn't agree to passion with Stefan and that she also had a secret identity. Naturally, Abigail is staring at Stefan with distaste. MUST/ED, DOL spoilers. Greg Boffin reprises Eric Brady's role in September and returns to soap. DOL spoilers. A reality check with Gabi Hernandez Dimara. She will continue to plot Gabi's destruction of Stefan and her theft of every single penny. Gabi should sleep with someone, according to Connie Valinsky, because Stefan slept with Ava Vitali. When Gabi makes a proposal to E.J., will things become weird, perhaps even simply pretending to be together? Stefan would be very irritated if Gabi began having sexual relations with E.J. of all people. The idea that E.J. and Gabi will have to confront reality is hinted at. Spoilers for Days of Our Lives. Chad Dimara's appeal. According to Friday, August 30 spoilers for Days of Our Lives, Chad will do all in his power to help Abigail regain her memories. Chad told Thomas Dimara, Carrie Christopher, a falsehood. Naturally, Abigail would find it too traumatizing and perplexing to meet Thomas at this time. That would be too much for a small child to comprehend, even if she were the actual Abigail. It's a good thing the kids are engaged in this situation since we now know that the lady isn't really Abigail. He'll turn to Stephanie and attempt to help Abigail recall. E-S-S-E-N-T-A-L reading Days in Our Lives spoilers. Thomas's inquiry regarding Chad's new relationship tension builds as Dad hides Abigail. All spoilers for August 30, 2024, Friday. Channel and Johnny find out that Alex Kyriakis tried out for Body and Soul on Friday's program, especially for the romantic partner of Channel. Avi confides in Kate about his most recent issue while this is going on. Avi adores Alex and Channel's chemistry, but maybe Johnny and Channel can handle the chemistry and history together. What narrative on Friday, August 30, 2024, are you most excited to see? Post your ideas in the space provided for comments below. See what happens next by continuing to watch Peacock's soap opera. Updates and spoilers for Days of Our Lives teasing recently. Abigail Dimara discovered something about her history. She has now met both of her brother-in-laws in addition to her two parents. For good reason, Stephen Dimara hasn't discussed their complex relationship in detail. At this point, we don't want to burden Abby with too many bad memories. So Chad Dimara is appreciative of his brother for being, at the very least, considerate of the circumstances. But not everyone will be sensitive to Chad and Abby's concerns. E.J. Dimara is one example of a sibling in the Dimara family. Days in Our Lives warning. Devilish glee. It was evident that E.J. was enjoying a certain rush from telling Abigail about their past encounter. Poor Abigail didn't know that she had a full parade of ex-lovers living under one roof. She simply assumed that she had a spouse that she didn't recognize. It was terrible enough that she didn't immediately recognize the guy she had vowed to love and cherish. But now she had to deal with perhaps resurfaced memories, and her brother-in-law seems all too eager to add to them. Talk about adding salt to the wound. He even brought up the fact that he was involved at the time and that Abigail was effectively a homewrecker throughout their relationship. Spoilers for DOLL. Is Chad Dimara competing? But the question still stands. Could Abigail end up with E.J. rather than Chad? They had perfect chemistry on yesterday's program, and you could cut the tension between them with a knife. But does it mean they are really in a relationship? Not every time. Though sometimes chemistry is simply chemistry, it was obvious that E.J. was at least hinting at something when he was nearly teasing Abby about their time together, and it seemed like a possible hookup. But what does it signify for the guys of Dimara? Hoo boy, will things at the Dimara home become uncomfortable real quick if that turns out to be the case? But does Chad really have a rival in his brother? In a perfect world, one would think that E.J. would ultimately back off, that Abigail wouldn't dare, but this is Salem, and that world is far from ideal. Days in Our Lives. But what about Dimara Abigail? But what about Abigail, really? What is her opinion of the whole situation? Would she even consider touching E.J. with a 10-foot pole, apart from the fact that it would be very uncomfortable for her? Considering that she is a mother to Chad's children, one would think so, but it hasn't historically prevented a soap opera character from keeping everything in the family. Would she still desire Chad if or when her memories do come back and it is established that she is, in fact, Abigail? Would she look over at E.J.? And what if, instead of being Abigail as we know her, she is a mystery third daughter that Jack was unaware of until recently? That would lead to a whole new set of problems, but it would also allow her to link up with E.J. and get out of her duty to Chad in the end. DOL preview. Would E.J. Dimara be interested in the new girl? For the purpose of argument, suppose it turns out that the female going by the name Abby is not indeed Abby. How would EJ feel about this development? He looked to be enjoying the idea that he was provoking Abby, but would he be encouraged to pursue the girl further if he discovered she was a new female? Or would it simply make matters worse for him? Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.